Well, hello, and good afternoon. Let's hope you can hear me. Let's just turn on the camera here. All right. Hello. Hi, everybody. I'm going to just open that just a bit. There we go. All right. We are here at the hostel. We're in the front courtyard in the garden, and can't help the music. The music is just everywhere in Mexico. That's just going on. I'm gonna have to live with it. Fortunately, this is live music. It's not recorded. They're not famous songs as far as I know, and I'm not monetized anyway. So YouTube, you can't demonetize this stream. Good. And I want to say hello, chat, Minister Tony Stark of Iron. Hi, and let me just get you set up. Link in case you have some free time and you want to join. Let me just shoot that your it's Tony. Once join the stream. Let's go. So I've got today. Yeah, okay. Sorry about the background noise. We're just going to have to live with that. Let me see if I can adjust the audio here. See if I can adjust the audio. Just reduce background noise. That should help. And, I don't have my normal Canada microphone with me, so we're just going to have to deal with what we have. But, yeah. All right. Yeah. So I do. I do have some photos that I can take, and I will share those. Let's see if I can pull those up and just take a look in the background. You can tell it's pretty tropical. I think it's around 30 degrees Celsius, 90 Fahrenheit, more or less. And yeah, the ocean is maybe 100 feet that way. So yeah, not so bad. It's all right. Now I do have. I've been taking photos. I've been taking videos. I've been out and about so much that I haven't had time to post them yet and upload them yet. But we absolutely will be doing that. I will be doing that and provide us entertainment for days and weeks and months to come. So let's just up. And I did, Tony Stark, if you're listening, I did send you a link on the X, the Twitter Twitter. So yeah, if you would like to set your X. Yeah, so we've had a bit of cloud cover today, but just very wispy clouds. You know, those kind of clouds. But they give a little bit of. It's not as intense as it was yesterday. Oh my goodness! We went to the beach yesterday. There's 6 of us here that are from different countries, and we've all met here in Zihuatanejo. Many of us have known each other, met each other 2 years ago at this very hostel. A guy from England and a good friend from Montreal, a woman from California, a good guy from Swiss German. All of us have been just going to the beach, and hanging out, and going to dinner, and the lady from California happens to have an excellent location where I dropped a video from up there, and it's way up high on top of the mountain there, overlooking the valley. And we had dinner there last night, and oh my goodness, it was fantastic. So I do want to say, if you have friends here to do things with, it's just fantastic here. Especially, and look who's in the chat. How are you? Hello. Hi, John. People today. Happy spring to you, indeed. Sorry about the volume. Hopefully you can hear me, and the background music is into same. Ooh, John the Beagle Dad in the chat says, good news from the breeder. Maybe if I move the laptop. So not that you want to close it. John the Beagle Dad says, good news from the breeder. I'm 8th on the list. She updated the list today. Maybe in 2 months to get a new copy. That is fantastic, John. That is great. Yes, happy spring indeed to you. It's a Sunday afternoon, so I don't know how many people are going to have the time to just hang out. But I did want to show the folks some photos. John, please let me know if the volume is no bueno. I can do something off. I can adjust a couple of settings. Maybe adjust the position of the laptop. Let's see. Love that music. I don't know if you can hear. Hopefully, it's not distracting in the background. I'm not too worried about trouble from Utah or YouTube or anything like that. So yeah, we'll just live with it. It's part of the ambience. It's part of it's part of a typical afternoon here in Mexico, especially in Zihuatanejo. Do so thank you for being here. And look who else is here. Bucketed, formerly known as Jeff. Hello, Jeff. We just started. Hopefully we'll get some more. I mean, yeah, the beach is just there, 100 feet that way. And so, cheers. This is one of my favorite beers down here in Modelo. And it is apparently made with good non-GMO wheat and all that sort of thing. And it's locally made. So Modelo, it's 4.5%. Okay, so the light beers. That's excellent. Good. That's always day drinking. That's excellent. And so John the Beagle Dad says, we'll do, I'm thinking July. All that is fantastic. Yeah, please keep us updated. That's excellent. That can happen. You know, the problem with being in Mexico, the time you get the bottom of it, it might be a little warmer than you want. I mean, let's bring up this picture again. I think you're gonna like this. Let me slide down here and can present. And oh, hey, hello. I'm gonna pop this up here, and then I'll acknowledge Maddie's daddy. I see in the chat there, and Molecular Arts. It's good to see you as well. Let's share this picture so that there we go. And so Maddie's daddy, Steve M. Hello, and good to see you. I hope the ocean is as blue as I imagine. I hope to see my friend and shake his hand. I hope. It is. That's a. Is that a quote or is that? But yeah, no. The ocean here is pretty darn blue. It's more blue on the East Coast, but you can go to spots here that is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And fantastic today. Jeff went. Went to breakfast and had having trouble talking. Went and had a fresh crepe with bananas and strawberries that you could tell ripened on the plant. It's just made fresh with a bit of chocolate on it, and had some freshly squeezed orange juice with the seeds in it. And it was, yeah, fantastic. And I do want to say hello to Molecular Arts. Very good to see you. And I have a question. Okay, my friends. So, like I said, I've met up again with some friends that I'd been here ago. We're staying right at this hostel here, and an Englishman, and he was surprised to hear that in Canada we are the same as America, where the price you see on the item is not the price you will pay. When you go to the cash register, they add the tax, and then so if it says $15 on the price tag, the government of Canada will add 15%. So you're going to pay $17.75. If that works out too, just off the top of my head. But the price tag says 15. So here in Mexico, if you see the price, that's the price you pay. That is the same as in Europe, and so I lived in Australia for a few years, off and on between 2000 and 2005. I spent more time there than in Canada, and I think, is it not the same Molecular Arts in Australia, where the price you see on the item is the price you pay, or do they add it at the till? I honestly can't remember. In Australia, all prices include tax. Okay, that's all right. That's what I was remembering. Last time I was in your country was seeing my brother in 2016, and I'm embarrassed to say that it's been that long. And hello, Jason Love. It's either Canadian Spider-Man or Andy Dufresne. Dude, hail to you. And speaking of, I've got a photo right here that was taken very close to Playa Linda. I rode on the back of a motorcycle yesterday with my Swiss German friend, good driver, and we went probably half an hour ride down, and went to the beach called Playa Linda, and that is where Zihuatanejo was set to have ended up, where the star, Mr. Dufresne, ended up. Hopefully Andy did, but I come to find out that was actually filmed in the U.S. Virgin Islands, not in Playa Linda. But Playa Linda is gorgeous, and I have a photo of that. But this is a photo of a typical, the most common vehicle I see around here is an old Volkswagen Beetle, like from the 70s and 80s. Exactly. Mad Max vibes indeed. And so this car, it drives. I mean, you see it all around town. I just love this thing, and it's got. I don't know if you can. I'll try and make it bigger. You know what? Let me try and make it bigger. Let me try rubbing it. Does that help? But anyway, I don't know if you can see, but in his passenger seat is Homer Simpson with his arm sort of over the window, and then it's got a bunch of horns that work up front. The hood is chained down so that no one can steal luggage out, because the hood is not where the engine is, of course. The hood is where your luggage goes. So there's a chain and a padlock around it. And then his mirrors, the golden mirrors, are black with like spiders, like Spider-Man spiders on the mirrors. That is so, like on the back of the mirrors. Obviously not instructed in class. Yeah, so hopefully you can see that. But yeah, I love that. Man, they love their Beetles, and they still run somehow. Jason loves this. I'll try and make it bigger. That's what she said. She certainly did. Yeah, so this was a pretty good car. Oh, actually, you know what? I can do that. There you go. That helps. Yeah, and there's Homer Simpson in the back. And so there you go. But I mean, this is a pretty cool view here as well. Okay. And let's see if it will let me. Get down here. I'm going to try and advance to the next picture and see what it is. Nope. Damn it. still examining these programs. I've just bought a new Apple phone. Well, not new. It's very much a used older phone, but it's new to me. And Apple is having issues with the software that I, up until this point, have been using to do videos and things like that. It's all good. Do it the old-fashioned way. But yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit about Mexico and living here in Zihuatanejo. It's not too big. It's maybe 10,000 people, but I'm sure there's like 5,000 tourists that come with that. So you're talking 15,000, I'm sure, at least. And then it extends way up into the mountains all around us, and it goes down to Ixtapa. So it's pretty big there as well. And boy, the light is just terrible. It's so bright behind me, and it's maybe that. Yeah, but now I do have some more photos that I'd like to pull up. And speaking of that beach, Playa Linda, I think I've got it. That looks like Playa Linda. There it is. Yes, let's open that guy up. Just take a second here. So I've sent out a couple of invitations. Maybe Tony Stark will join us. I put it in his Stark Tower so that let's pull this up. I think it's ready. Yeah. Okay, we'll bring that right down. So this is Playa Linda that was set in. That was set where the Shawshank Redemption was the ending for that. Was that? No. Yes, that's the one. Okay, so here it is. I'll just do that. Yeah. So the internet is it's at the hostel. There's a few people using it, so it's a little slower than perhaps what we'd like, but you know what, we're going to live with it. So yeah, that is Playa Linda, and that is in the north of us, set in Ixtapa. It's definitely north of us, yes, and maybe only half an hour ride by motorcycle. So no, it's bad. Oh, and I do want to welcome Miskatonic Badman. Hello, and welcome. Good to see you. And I can't see the name of that town without thinking of Shawshank. Oh, no kidding. Zihuatanejo. Yeah, it's gorgeous here. It's gorgeous. Now the beach. Hello, hey, PvP. Good to see you. Now the beach here behind us isn't as wide as this. Now, of course, the tide comes in and out, and you know, the beach, you'll lose maybe a good third of that, or even a half of that you see there now. The beach behind me is slightly narrower than that, and it's more of a hill. It's definitely, you walk downhill to get to it. But that means at night, the waves slap against the hill of that the beach makes, and it makes quite nice sounds for going to sleep to. So that was awesome. Ah, is that what that means? Playa Linda, Maddie's daddy. Cute beach. It was cute. That is very possible. That is very possible. And Maddie's daddy says, "Same love." That movie ending. Oh man, it is incredible. Yeah, it is such a good movie ending. I really like that. And I do have. Let me just pull up. I might even have the ability to play a video. Let's see. Might even have that. Let's see. Hold this picture up too. Yeah, I'll stop. That picture. And I'll get rid of that one. And pull up this one. Yes, there. So good. And just pull it up. Share screen. There we go. And here's this beach. And now it's not as sandy. Playa Linda, cute beach, I guess. That was quite sandy. And this one, as you can, I think, tell by the photo, it's more rocky. It's definitely more of a rocky beach. But it had quite a few people there enjoying it. And that is, okay, that is part of the main beach here. So it is the more rocky end of it, which is down that way. Just a 2-minute walk on this beach here. It's called Playa Principal, or the principal beach of Zihuatanejo. It's also where it's closest to the marina. So I personally don't want to go swimming in it too much because, anywhere where there's a marina, it's possible. The water's not the best, and it's definitely the most stirred up as well, as far as sand and silt and stuff. So if you just keep walking down, there's a boardwalk. It's called the Malacon, and you can come across to beach after beach. And if actually in this photo, if you look straight across, Playa Ropa is over there. Ropa meaning clothing. So I guess clothing beach as opposed to naked beach. I'm not sure on that one, but it's about a half an hour walk. I did swim across to it. It takes about an hour and a half. It was 2 years ago. Don't recommend it. I didn't bring any drinking water. I should have had a bottle floating behind me, and I damn near succumbed to dehydration. So that was a bit silly. But it's easy to swim in the salt water, though. It's just you can't drink it like at a lake. But this is also. There are crocodiles in here and sharks. There was one person taken last year from speculation. Was it a shark? Was it a crocodile? They were attacked, bitten. I don't mean taken out to sea, but they were bitten and did not survive. So that sucks. But, obviously, yeah. Indeed. Oh, yes. Let's read that. Okay. Jason Love in the chat says, otherwise, John Wayne in general and Clint Eastwood with Cry Macho, I believe. Another great movie. All of that makes Mexico or places in around look very picturesque. Oh, absolutely. 100%. Yeah, you got to believe it. Absolutely, there are some picturesque places all around this country. Let's say in North America in general, I got to say, but I am kind of partial to North America, and it absolutely does. Cry Macho, I've heard of that movie, and I think I have started to watch it once and seen parts of it, but I haven't seen the whole thing, so I'll definitely want to add that on the list. And Maddie's daddy says, one day it occurred to me that the name Dolores literally means pains in Spanish. Why would anyone name their daughter Dolores? Well, maybe they originally named her something else, and after a couple of years, decided that was more appropriate. Not sure. Good question. Good question. So let's let's see if anyone is up in Jill's chat or Jill's backstage X, because I'd like to, if Jill could join us, or I'll even take Scotty at this point. I'm kidding, Scotty, I love you. If you wanted to join us, that would be more than welcome. Let's do that right here. And Daddy's Daddy, you sound like Gorilla's Random Thoughts there. Love that guy too. Gorillas, wherever you are. Love to see you. So random thoughts are random. Indeed. The other thing I've noticed in Mexico, so that was one thing where the prices in stores, anyone that hasn't been here before, the price you see on clothing or in food store is the price you pay. However, if you go a lot of times there will be no prices on things in the smaller shops or the street vendors, and so you have to negotiate a little bit in a lot of countries. However, Mexico, not it's not. I haven't really seen a lot of like it's a practical friggin' sport in Asia, like in general. If Sashi was here, Sashi would back me up on that. And in some parts of Central and South America as well. But in Mexico in general, I haven't really. The price I see them quoting is the same that they give to Mexican people in general, especially if they see you around day after day after day. So that certainly helps. And ooh, I do want to welcome and cheers to the lovely Sherry. Welcome. This is Modelo tall boys. You get 4 of these guys for about 100 pesos, which is about about $9 Canadian. So pretty darn reasonable. That's not and really you don't really need any more than 4 of these in a day. Not really. It's fantastic. Yeah. And the other thing, besides the prices being actually what you pay in the stores, you do have a problem where, especially in the smaller stores, maybe not because there are chain stores here. There's one called there's one called Oxo, which is a corner convenience store, and they have lots of change because they do lots of business. They do charge an extra peso or two on typically on their products. So Neto Neto is another little smaller chain that there's 3 or 4 of them in this town, and yeah, you can get change there. But a lot of the other stores, if you walk in with a pretty big Mexican peso bill, like a 200 or 500, then you might have a little trouble getting change. So that's something to be conscious of as well. Try and break your big bills in the department stores. But I mean, the Mexican people are very cooperative and industrious too. So one shop owner, he said, I'll just pop over to my friend who's got a shop, and together we'll have enough change for you, and I'll sort him out later. So that kind of looks. And hey, Dark Helmet, good to see you. So I'm gonna pop this in here, and I know PvP is in there as well. So anyone that wants to come and join, you're welcome to come up on stage. You certainly don't have to be on camera. And I've got some more photos that I've been taking in and around Mexico. Ooh, this is a video. I wonder if this is going to let me do this. Now, let's see if I can open up this and show you a short video. Okay, it's working. Good. So I think I'm going to do this. Let's watch it. First of all, share this, share screen, and okay, let's share the entire screen. Let's do it. And also audio. So we're going to do a quick little video here. So it's not very long. And PvP, you're going to say you're eating in a bit. Wait till you see this video. Did you read my mind, my friend? That's trippy. And let's do this. I begin. And hopefully it's not too loud, folks. So this was last evening, I think, or in the afternoon. The time goes by. Here you don't get mixes. Hello and good morning. Traditional Mexican tacos. So this is 50 pesos, which is about $3 Canadian. This, you add a spicy salsa and the lemon, and they usually have other things. But yeah, this is traditional. Not bad for a $1 lunch. You know, this is for prepare. And stop screen and hello, Dark Helmet.
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Hey, good to see you.
How's your time down there going?
Dude, it's been 2 weeks. No, it hasn't. It's because I arrived on a Wednesday, so it seems like 2 weeks already, but I think it's been 10 days. It's been fantastic.
Awesome.
Been really good. Yeah. And I'd like to welcome to the chat Shar. Thank you, Shar as Nabo. How do you pronounce that, Dark Helmet?
The name Shar
Aznable.
Sharzanable.
Okay. Sure.
It's the best I can do
sure
with that.
It's probably something clever that I haven't caught on to yet.
Yeah, same here.
But Shar, I added you as a moderator just because I do that to everyone. I want to see if we can get to 100. And just no responsibilities or obligations. Hey, yes, it's fantastic down here. I was just telling the chat that showed them a video. Did you see the video?
No, I didn't get a chance to. I just hopped in soon.
Oh, okay. But it was just Mexican tacos. I went and I thought it was last night, but I guess it was in the morning.
Oh, there's nothing like a traditional Mexican street taco. We have a place here that sells them, and I mean like the traditional way. And I've even talked to people that are Mexican. Oh, they are phenomenal. Yes. Very few ingredients, but magnificent.
Well, yeah, okay. Well, do you mind if you're watching? Do you mind if you show the video? It's like a 30-second video. I'll show it right now, and we can watch it and then discuss it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because do you mind talking about tacos for just a minute?
Oh, I love tacos.
I knew you
real tacos, not Taco Bell tacos. Real tacos,
right? Okay, we'll watch. Well, look what I got here, folks. So enter entire screen, yes. Share audio, yes. And let's watch this one more time, chat. It's just like it's 20 seconds or less here. So that's gonna start to get trippy. Let's go to this. Hello and okay. So, what do you see right off the bat, Mr. Darkhammer?
It looks like a green verde sauce, onion, cilantro. I can't tell if it's chicken or pork, marinated. Oh. It looks like marinated pork. And homemade tortillas for the shells.
I actually ordered the beef. That's beef.
Oh, that's beef. Oh,
yeah, homemade. The lady. Yep, beef. That's why they were a little. These were $3.50 Canadian, so but a buck American.
Oh.
And that's all it was with some onions, raw onions, and it was fantastic.
Yeah, there's some raw onions, cilantro. That's a green verde sauce, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that just.
It sure is, and it's pretty.
And if it's marinated right, that's all you need. That's all you need.
Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm gonna play it through. It's 30 seconds, okay? Hello and good morning. I think it's morning. This is your friendly spot here. We are looking at traditional Mexican tacos. This is 50 pesos, which is about $3.50 Canadian. Comes just like this, and then you add the salsa and lemon, and they usually have other things. But yeah, this is traditional. Not bad for a $3.50 lunch. You know, this is fresh. I just saw. That's okay. Now you mentioned the. Now you mentioned Dark Helmet. The stop that right away. You mentioned the tortillas are indeed freshly made. They have the corn. It's just corn flour that's ground just down the street. And they add water and eggs or whatever they do. And then she makes the dough right there. And they've got a tortilla press. And it's wooden. And it looks like it's pressed like 1,000. Sure, her grandmother probably owned it.
That's how the place is up here. A little Mexican restaurant. They make all their corn tortillas. And they make them like the traditional way. And they are just phenomenal. And they'll give you like a little slice of lime. You can squeeze a little lime in there. It is just.
Yes. I called them lemons because I may I'm still probably affected from the tequila from the night before, but yeah, those were limes. Yeah, fresh limes, and they have look a garlic press, but they've got a lime press here. Yeah, that's not common. Yeah,
Oh, those just look phenomenal. They looked amazing.
And how's your hello Greek letters, Dionysius Larson, and how's your Spanish?
Oh, I can't learn a foreign language. I know, like if I hear certain foreign words, I know what they mean.
Because I don't know if I can pronounce this. Arimba, muchachos. Yes. What's arimba mean?
I swear the name looks Greek though.
Okay, and Greek says wait. Yes, it does, doesn't it? Well, it is. Is that a tortilla or tacos? They always confuse me. Okay, do you want to explain, or I'm happy to?
No, I can actually explain this because I say, I've gone to that place enough, so I know that a taco shell is hard. It's a hard shell usually. Now you can get a soft tortilla like Taco Bell version. They're not awful, don't get me wrong, but they're not good as traditional. A traditional tortilla is small, maybe about that big, probably, roughly,
or smaller. Yeah,
sometimes smaller, but they're freshly made every day. And like I say, we got this traditional Mexican restaurant. Say you order a traditional Mexican soup, they'll put freshly made tortillas inside of foil, and they're just nice. They're warm, and you can dip them right in the soup and eat it with it. There's a total taste difference. They're amazing, absolutely stunning taste. It tastes natural. It tastes natural.
So, do you mind reading this, please?
Dejam, I'm hungry.
Damn,
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I know.
Let me do I'm from North St. Louis County, so I can do some ghetto. Damn, now I'm hungry.
That's right. And you got the Southern accent, too.
We do not.
Tacos. They paint them now? Yeah, they do. And why Canadian Spider-Man wears a cowboy hat instead of a sombrero? Well, Dionysius Larson, and I see PvP in the background. The cowboy hat. Oh, welcome, PvP. I have a sombrero. I bought one 2 years ago, so I decided to buy a Mexican, like made in Mexico, Mexican.
There's a lot of Mexican people that wear cowboy style hats. Like when I was younger, when we went down to Tijuana, we actually went somewhere else outside of Tijuana, and they had a rodeo. Most of the Mexican people were wearing cowboy style hats, like Mexican style, but I remember that vividly.
Hey, PvP, is the music? Can you hear the music in the background, my friend?
A little bit. Not overly loud, but I can hear it.
Are you having a cerveza?
A cerveza? Okay.
Modelo.
Is that a beer?
Modelo's good. That's a good beer. It really is.
It is. And no GMO wheat, and it's good. Yeah,
that's like they got a Mexican. You ever heard of a Mexican? Sorry. Is this? I get caught in my zone. I have to say this. You've heard Jarritos? It's a Mexican soda. They got like fruit flavored sodas.
Oh yeah.
I hate like they got this one. What is it? They got a couple that I love, and it's grapefruit. I hate grapefruit, but their grapefruit soda is just phenomenal. Oh, it's refreshing. Very refreshing. Good.
And PvP, the sugar in the soda is what, do you think?
I have no idea.
Is it pure cane sugar?
Oh, cane sugar. Oh, well, that would make sense. They don't fill it through all that crap like they do here in North America, right? Yeah.
I don't think that's healthy. That doesn't mean it's necessary.
No, pure cane's not as bad for you. It's nowhere near as bad.
Well, it's probably closer to natural sugar, right?
It is. Yeah, it's brown. It's the actual color of it.
Is it all like fructose? Is it fructose or something they put in all our drinks here?
Like pure cane does not have the corn syrup in it.
Yeah.
Because it comes out brown. Like I like a good sweet Southern tea, but if I get tea, it has to have pure cane sugar because it's not as bad for you. Yeah. Not saying sugar is great for you, in high quantities, but I like my sweet tea.
I generally I avoid sugar. Like I rarely use sugar, and I never use table salt. Like I never do. I just don't. Which is maybe one reason why I don't have like some of those issues with some people where they have the blood pressure and well, I do have blood pressure. I do take meds, but some people have like such high sodium and stuff, right? They, it's not good. So,
Himalayan sea salt's pretty good.
oh my god,
Hi,
That's
Tony.
right. It's me
Wow.
with my fanfare. The
You rat
champ
bastard.
is here. The champ is here.
No.
You got me for
Has
about
anyone
40
on the panel
About 30
done
minutes.
this?
Yes.
Done what?
Dean Narcis Larson, Greek Letters in the chat, is asking, have you
Oh.
drunk tequila with the
Yes.
worm?
Yes, I have. Yes. The worm will get you drunker. I found out.
The worm will kill you.
The worm will drop you on the ground
Not
because that worm is just
DDT?
pure alcohol.
Have you done?
Well, let's just see who we have here today. Oh, look at this. We got Maddie's daddy. We got Jason. Love, hail to you. The Miskatonic mad. We got ourselves Molecular Arts. I like seeing you at the castle. I'm glad that you're hanging around. And the great Dionysus Larson.
They are.
Classic Comics. A pleasure, one and all. I am happy to be here, ladies and gentlemen. And you guys got me for about half an hour. I do have other venues. I am this close
Fantastic.
to 1,500, and by God, I will have
Nice.
my 1,500.
Nice. Tony.
Golf clap. Golf clap.
Yep. Well done. PvP, have you had the worm in the tequila?
I had one tequila experience in my teenage years, and
okay.
that was the only one I ever needed. I went to a party. I was young and stupid back then, right? And I would probably drink anything that was being served at a party. And that night, it was all tequila. And I drank way too much tequila. And I'll never forget my great teenage friends dumping me off on
Yes.
my parents' front porch, where I proceeded to vomit my guts out all over the front porch, and they drove away. And my parents are like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
I got the flu. Leave me alone.
I never wanted to touch tequila ever again. That was my one life experience with tequila. My body. I learned that night. My body cannot physically tolerate tequila in any form. So I just
Not everybody can.
Yeah, it's
So-
just not.
so
It's
when
not. It's not my weapon of choice. Let's put it that way. So yeah.
So if you pick me up at the Kelowna airport, I shouldn't bring you tequila.
Well, I'm not going to drink any
I wouldn't say no.
unless you
I'll show up with an Uber just to be safe.
unless you want to
So-
force feed it to me and have me puke on you, there, Spidey. But you know,
Great tequila. Blah!
yeah,
So-
I cannot tolerate. That's the one alcohol I can probably drink just about anything else and get away with it, but tequila is like no. That's
Mine's
like,
vodka.
oh, vodka. Well, I'm not crazy about vodka either.
Except Tito's. Tito's does not mess with me. That's the one vodka that does not mess with
Because
me.
it's handmade.
Oh, interesting.
and filtered.
Wow.
Tony, do
Yep.
you know? Are you familiar? You're a foodie, I think, as myself. Are you familiar with the Mexican white corn down here that they make the tortillas from?
Oh, it's I've never had it, but I've heard of it. Like,
It-
never
It's,
had
it's
it.
a softer flavor, almost a neutral, let's say.
Mm.
That's how the tortillas
Checks out.
are here at this
I
restaurant.
was
They're
about to
very
say,
neutral,
checks
but they're
out,
good.
Checks out. If it's white corn, then obviously would be less saturated in pigmentation and palatability. So that checks out.
Like if they use a yellow corn, I think it's kind of a sweeter taste of the tortillas, if I'm
Yeah.
correct.
I think it is. Yeah. Well,
Like
yeah,
the ones here at this restaurant, they're a very neutral taste, but they're good. Especially if you have them with soup, they're good. But you can tell they don't have this sweet taste. So I assume they might use a white corn with them.
Okay, FKHC in the chat says, at a little bit after 10 p.m. my time here in Mexico, I'm assuming, FK, if you are on the beach, well, yeah, where the hell else would I be? Look south and you will see the Southern Cross, the whole thing, depending on how the lights are. Are you kidding? Well, I know there's dark places I can go. Wow. Okay. So the Southern Cross is to Australia and the southern hemisphere, like the Big Dipper is to the people in
Northern.
the northern.
So are you
That
in the southern? Are you technically in the southern hemisphere?
No,
then,
but I
Spidey?
am close enough to the equator that at certain times of the year it is visible.
Okay.
So you're close enough to Central America.
Close enough to it. Yeah, I'm more than halfway down the Mexico. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I do want to.
That makes sense.
I do want to clarify just a little bit here, Dionysius Larson, and I actually have tacos that I got for go last night, and I didn't end up eating them, so I've got them in my bag, and I might actually bring them out.
How was that swordfish you made the other night? You talked about in your live show.
Swordfish.
Sailfish. That's what it was. You're right.
So tacos. If we say we're going to eat tacos, means we go for the taco stand. And taco also here in Mexico are those three things that you saw. Those were 3 tacos. So the dish is tacos, but they're made from tortillas. Tortilla is the base that you put the toppings on, and then the whole thing here is also called a taco. So the tortillas are part of. It's like the bread to a sandwich, right?
Yeah.
And they're all and like you're saying, you never see them like the hard taco shells. No, they're always soft. I don't know whether like
soft is the way to go.
They don't deep fry them. They put them on the grill, Dark Helmet. They don't deep fry them, and I think that's why they're still pliable, because they're very pliable. Soft.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think so.
That's why I was so grateful to find a Mexican restaurant that did it traditional. Don't get me wrong, they had a little Tex-Mex on there, but most of it's all traditional. And I'm so grateful for the traditional because they've ruined me to eat anywhere else when it comes to tacos or whatever. I can't go anywhere else. Nope.
It's authentic tacos, and they're different. There's places over here with pineapple salsa. So you can eat tacos every night and have, I don't know, with that.
Gentlemen,
So
I do apologize. I thought I was going to be here a little bit longer, but there's some production things I need to discuss with some persons. So unfortunately, I got to make this quick. Just wanted to pop in and say hi. Love you guys. Be sure to stick the tape in and rewind, folks. Don't touch that dial. Spider-Man's great stuff.
Thanks.
Love y'all, though.
Tony doesn't love me anymore.
How can a Tony not love another Tony? Don't you know we're a hive mind? We love each other.
This Tony loves himself. Never mind.
We are Tony. We are one. And yes, we do love each other. And by that, I mean, I'm a Tony lover.
No eye contact.
Let's fuck each other's Tonys. Fucking each other's tones. All right. I'm out of here. Love y'all.
Love you, brother.
Have a good one.
Good to see you.
Have a good one.
God bless.
God bless.
See you later.
Oh, that looks delicious. Oh.
Okay, what are we looking at here exactly, Spidey?
Is that onion or garlic?
Are we looking at some kind of seafood or something here?
That is garlic.
I see a lime bin there.
That is. Those are limes and garlic in the background. What we're looking at, PvP, in the foreground is marlin. Those 2 bigger, flatter pieces are marlin on the red cutting board to the left.
Yeah, I thought it was
fresh caught that morning.
I thought it was fillet of some kind of fish, yeah.
Yeah. And then to the right of them, the other 2 smaller pieces sort of on top of each other, it's mahi. And it cooks up white. A little more white than the other. And then in the background, those chunks are tuna loin. So that's
really
tuna.
Those brown bits are tuna.
Those then they're in the background, so they don't look so big, but they're like you couldn't fit one of those. Well, you might fit some of them in your mouth, but
those are probably 6 ounces. Probably they look like 6 ounces.
They're big enough, but yeah.
I was almost thinking they were beef or something with the color, right? So.
Oh man, they're so rich. I love tuna. Are you a tuna person? I don't mean a can.
I like tuna. Yeah, I like tuna.
Like at a sushi restaurant.
I usually get it out of the can because I'm a simple man at heart.
It has to be oil, not water.
I don't go to well, I'm not a sushi guy. I gotta say, I'm just not. I had sushi once in my life, and I was like, man, it's okay, but it's not like I need to eat it ever again.
Depends where it's made. We have an actual place around here run by actual Japanese people that immigrated here. Sweetest people on earth. You don't get forks. You don't get spoons. You get chopsticks. That's all they offer. And they're good chopsticks.
He changed his mind, Dark Helmet, if the sushi was served on top of a geisha's belly.
No, this place makes phenomenal sushi, and it's a little pricey, but it's really good. Phenomenal. It's the best, and they actually make their own not soy sauce, but the green stuff. I'm brain dead right now. Sorry.
It worked.
Oh.
Okay.
Is that in an olive oil of some sort?
Now we got the food porn going now.
I know.
Virgin olive oil.
Food porn.
Oh yeah, virgin olive oil. That's the way to do it.
Wow.
I cook my eggs in virgin olive oil. So much better.
So that's the marlin.
Oh, that looks so good.
Or this shit, I called it marlin. Sorry, that's sailfish. What I was referring to as marlin, I'm sorry, that was sailfish.
Either way, it looks
not marlin.
good.
Marlin is more red. That was swordfish and dorado. Mahi mahi is also called dorado.
You can tell that that's a little more muscular of a meat. It looks really good.
That is the sailfish. I'm sorry. Yeah, marlin is slightly more red than that. I got ahead of myself, but yeah. Just salt and lime once it's cooked.
Little sea salt, I bet you would be great on that.
Wow.
Little sea salt, little lime,
right.
yeah.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, that's.
If I get this job and I get my first vacation, Canadian Spider-Man, we're going down to Mexico to your friends. We'll go down there for a week. How's that sound? And we'll drink cervezas the whole time and have that kind of stuff.
Oh.
Hello,
Jet Sparks. Welcome.
Hello.
Hey,
why's your keyboard reversed? Do you have
sailfish.
dyslexia?
Hello.
No, it's just my camera. I just don't feel like.
Gotcha.
Just don't feel like showing my face on camera.
I understand. I get it. Look at me.
I don't have to worry about that because I don't have a camera, so I'm all good.
I got mine for $17 from a hardware store. $720p. So
that's pretty good. That's
not bad for $17, and I've had it for 3 years now.
Have you stroked the pinatas?
Where are we going with this?
Exactly. Where are we going with this?
I thought you were supposed to beat the pinatas, but that could be a joke in itself.
Yeah.
You know where my mind goes, don't you guys? Like, just saying.
I'm pure and wholesome.
There are pinatas around, but none of them were mine. So you never stroke another man's pinata.
Never.
Ever. And no eye contact.
Never. Exactly. Yeah.
So, Jet Sparks, yes. Welcome. Hi, have you ever been to Mexico?
Never. No, but I've been to New Mexico, and that's the experience I probably never really want to go through again. Honestly, I'm not going to go into the details.
Okay. Well, now have you seen? Did you see the picture of the tacos that we had on earlier? Because we were showing I only noticed a little bit. I know I saw the link in River Gill's thing. So I didn't really. Yes. I only saw a little bit of your stream and see what was going on, but I didn't really notice that part though.
No, they were amazing.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure any sort of stuff that actual genuine Mexican food is amazing. But have you guys ever had oxtails before?
Nope.
Yes.
Oh yes. Well, my mom, who's from Trinidad, she makes some amazing oxtails, rice, and lentils. It's like the most amazing food I've ever tasted. Along with
Trinidad.
Trinidad
in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Okay, that's where I've had the oxtail soup. Was on a Carnival cruise in the Caribbean. That explains it.
Yeah.
I got a question, Canadian. How can you tell a real Mexican soup? It has the bones in it. Like I had this place up here. Like I said, I was talking about. I had goat. They had a goat soup, and it's not a small bowl. It's a whole big bowl. You could feed 2-3 people with this thing. And they had the bones in with the goat meat and the bones on it. Oh, it's so good.
Huh.
People are like, there are bones in there. Didn't that freak you out? I'm like, how's it any different from fried chicken?
I guess.
Well,
Did you ever do a Carnival cruise?
if it's good, it's good. Like
Oh,
I
it
wouldn't
was
really care if it had.
Oh, it was so good. Sorry, I'm getting hungry now.
As long as it was good, I wouldn't really care.
Oh, I didn't care.
Have you ever done a cruise, or would you do a cruise?
I have never done a cruise, and I guess I would if I could afford it, but they're kind of expensive, are they not?
They've gotten pricier.
Pandemic.
Aren't you talking like thousands and thousands and thousands to go on a cruise? Like,
If you like to drink and you go on a cruise, get the I think what they got, you can add on all you can drink with it. From what I've heard, it's actually cheaper to do that than buy drinks individually.
oh,
Yeah.
you're talking like an all-inclusive type of package.
Yes,
something like that.
there's different levels.
Yeah.
I was in the belly of the boat, and it was. I think it was less than $2,000.
That's not bad. How many weeks was that? Like, was
Yeah.
that 2 weeks or?
Oh, weeks. No, it was weeks. it was one.
Oh, it was like days.
1 week.
I would do a
7
one-week
Six
cruise.
days. They
7
say it's 7
days.
days, but it's actually 6.
7 days for $2,000. Okay, was the cocaine and hookers thrown in there for free, Spidey?
No, but the views were fantastic. And hello, Jedi Master.
hello.
Jedi Master.
Hey, what's up? What's
Seriously,
up?
though.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
I gotta say, $2,000 bucks for 7 days ain't cheap.
For that, you probably get most of it included.
Hopefully,
A lot of it
yeah.
wasn't.
I better get all I can drink for that price.
Yeah,
Because I like
exactly.
it was it was. Oh man, I tell you, Dionysius Larson has been following me somehow in Mexico. Because how did you know I just did a video of this, like just 3 days ago? Did you touch the ground level power line? I hear it zapping. Because in Mexico, a lot of times you're walking down the sidewalk, and then the power lines, some of them in neighborhoods, can be at head level, like even my head level, believe it or not. And I did a video of it. How did you know I did that? You're tracking me by satellite. Jedi Master, welcome.
So what did I come into? What's the discussion, gentlemen? I got your invite in, and I was out in the other room and doing my hubby stuff and the dog.
It's pretty free range so far. We haven't really narrowed
cool.
any topic, have we, guys? Like,
No, we've been all over the place. It's mostly been about food and alcohol.
Yeah, we just.
I see
been
my
kinda-
Greek friend
kinda
is in
rambling.
there. My
Just
friend
kinda
with the Greek
ram-
letters there.
Yeah, just kind
Yes.
of rambling, really. You know.
Yeah, I lived in Greece for 5 years, so I could speak to
Cool.
him, but I would just confuse the hell out of you if you guys
Wow.
don't speak Greek, so it makes no sense.
I don't speak Greek, but I called it as Greek. I was like, that looks like a Greek name. Apparently, I was right. I was like, yes.
Ellenika ine. Yeah, he knows what I'm saying if he's listening. But anyways, what do you guys want to destroy? Snow White?
Let's destroy it.
I wouldn't.
I haven't seen it.
I don't really care about it because, again, look, Disney's artistically bankrupt. We all know this. I'm not.
Oh, they're
And I know.
friggin'
Again, they're still gonna. I know. Again, all the critics are still gonna watch it because, again, but they're still gonna say, "Haha, we still got your money anyways." So you people can still go suck it or whatever.
Not getting my money. Nope.
Of course,
Oh,
they're.
no way.
Of course, they.
How
Of course, they're not getting my money either.
how is Rochelle Zegler jealous of the other gal that played the evil queen? There ain't no way.
Gal Gadot.
Yeah, there's no way. No, it doesn't make sense. It's completely backwards.
Yeah, and again, not aside all the political reasons.
I'm not even being political about it. I'm just like, it doesn't make sense.
Well, again, I don't know why, but I guess probably because she has a more charming personality, even though her acting ability is like
Well-
not as good.
When they start resorting to anti-Semitism, you totally lose any moral standing in any kind of discussion.
Pretty much.
It's not that hard to make a movie and leave politics and social stuff out of it and just make something everybody wants to see.
A nice new story, gentlemen. What is wrong with a nice new story? Or why remake something that's been made and it's beautiful
a dozen times already?
Destroy it.
Lack of creativity with the writers. These people have no creativity. They have no original thoughts. Let's just keep remaking. Stop doing it. I would rather watch Starship Troopers again, at least.
Oh yeah, at least Starship.
That was entertaining still.
Starship Troopers might be as dumb as a bag of rocks, but at least.
But it was fun. It was fun.
It's fun. Yeah, exactly.
Look at the movie Battleship. It was dumb, but it was fun.
But it was good. Yeah, it was good. Yeah,
it was charming. Those movies.
Dumb, but movie that's dumb but fun is Independence Day for me.
I'm okay with dumb and fun. If it's dumb but it's fun, and I can go back and go, I'd watch it again for fun. Sure, I'm okay with that.
Yep.
Come on.
Definitely, that definitely works. Yeah.
So, gentlemen,
Wolverine. Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead. I don't want to talk over.
Yeah, no, I just want to ask quickly while I've got the photo up here. I was saying that Marlin was a little more red than the meat.
And that's it. Right there.
Ooh. So the one in the background there, I think is the Marlin, and then there's some more Dorado in the front there. But I was looking at that, and this market had no armed guards at it. And if this was in Canada, the amount of fresh fish sitting there would be thousands of dollars worth just in those two piles right there.
Oh, hell yeah.
Wow.
Is that like a couple $100 worth?
Well, yeah,
depending on what money you use.
Depending on it.
I would imagine prices are still a bit lower in Mexico than they are up here, right?
A ton.
I would hope so.
Well, even in the U.S. are lower than Mexico.
Oh, man. We are getting screwed when it comes to food prices up here.
Jet Sparks, I want to ask you, are you much of a fish person? Are these photos doing anything for you?
I have not had any sort of fish for like years. I mean, I know this is like this is fish I've never seen, but I can only imagine how good it must taste when you fry it up. But as a person who's originally from the South, it's catfish always.
Or alligator or shark bites.
Oh, I've never had any
alligators. If it's cooked right, it's actually really good. So is shark.
Nice.
I don't know about eating shark. I just don't know about that.
No, it's actually not bad. If you
got a video.
Oh my god.
Oh, that looks so yummy.
Okay, Spidey, what are we actually looking at here? Like, if you want to
Claudateries.
What kind
of
fish
way to go? That's
It's
probably a little bit
market.
of everything.
Okay, what kind of fish are we looking at? If you're still with us,
That's all sailfish and marlin and dorado.
Wow.
Oh, it's
Marlin's good. I've had it.
There we go.
Give me some old cod, some haddock, striped
Haddock's pretty good.
Awesome good.
Rainbow trout.
Fish and chips, governor.
Hello, governor.
Hello.
Good old fashioned fish and chips.
I don't think I've had
the only food from the UK that doesn't look bad. No offense to anyone from there.
Okay, I know Jedi had a question. What was that earlier?
Oh, I was just you guys were talking about the fish. I want to stay on topic with y'all. So I just bounced over to the Snow White thing, and
I know you're going to ask something, and you started it.
I
and
forgot. I forgot. I'm a pot smoker. And I'm 6. I just turned 60, so my.
It sounds like a Boston accent.
Oh yeah, Yep, we reversed the curse in 2004, but I'm in Florida now because they've gone too liberal for me. That Mayor Wu, my poor sister, I keep telling her, get the hell out of there. My daughter's up in Maine; she won't leave. And I said they're taking over up there, the commies. You got to get south where.
Well, Maine, Connecticut, New Hampshire.
Oh my God,
New Hampshire.
Connecticut and Rhode Island could fall off. Go ahead.
The 3 states nobody really bothers to talk about in the U.S. Next to Delaware.
That too.
Let
Jedi
that
Master.
motherfucker fall right into the ocean. All of them can drop off the map.
Do you mind reading this, Jedi Master? And no, it's not true. I've never seen it, but do you mind reading that, please?
What? That super chat? That post from the guy?
Chat, yes.
Is that legend true that when they serve you a beer, they stick poo on the top of the bottle for the flies to avoid the bottleneck and crawl to the bottom? I don't think so, my friend.
It's easier just to put lime around the top.
I'd rather drink the water out of the Rio Grande.
No shit.
Hey-o.
Well, you know, if you see the bartender sticking his finger up his ass, you're in trouble. You know.
I would leave that bar immediately.
Now, if he sticks it up your ass, definitely leave the bar immediately.
The bartender comes near me with a finger.
He starts thinking up. Come on, stop.
I don't know where did he even get the idea that they put poo on the bottom of the bar? Like, that's gross, man.
I've never heard that, and I've heard some weird stuff.
That is.
It's like, wow,
Went from Snow White to feces on a bottle.
Well, kind of, Snow White and feces kind of go together, though, do they?
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
They're both shit.
I don't know if you guys seen my toy collection. I have just finished getting all my stuff out finally.
Oh, nice.
I have got my Lost in Space stuff.
Nice.
And I've got I put my all my Planet of the Apes stuff up. I got all my movie bills when Star Wars was good.
Nice.
And I'm working on my channel every day. I put up slideshows and stuff now. I got something special coming up on the Cotton. I'm going to be appearing on Snow Dub eventually. I got my own character. My character is not built yet, but if you look under my name, that's going to be his name. And right now I'll be using an avatar until my Muppet is created, and I'm working on that with Snacks. So that's what I got going on right now in the future. And I got I've been collecting for years and Lost in Space. Oops.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger.
Was that the Duck of Death? Oh, you bellicose pumpkin. I literally got I got a printout of every single Lost in Space robot Dr. Smith insult. I got them all listed. My friend put them up. And I got a question. Yes, sir.
Oh, sorry. Quick question about Lost in Space. Sorry. What did you think about when they did the remake? What was it? Mid-2000s? Or
98? Or you're talking about the 2018 Netflix series?
Yeah. What did you think about that?
Without destroying one of my... Well, since we're talking here, I'm going to do it on my show. We're going to review that. I had many mixed feelings about that movie. It wasn't the characters. I just thought there was a couple characters that were totally messed with in a way I didn't think. I think Will they made him grow into the strong boy instead of the precocious Bill Mumy version. But I think when I talked to Bill, and when Bill did a little video and talked about it, he told Maxwell Jenkins to make it your own. So I think the writers kind of did that to it, and he acted it. He did a great job at being a weaker character and developing into that strong hero that we knew Will Robinson for always being. Come on, when he was little, he would father say, "Don't fuck with a robot." And he would go and fucking do something he shouldn't, and excuse my language, but in the 2018 series, except for the Molly Parker taking over and John being like, he kind of emasculated early on in the series but I did like the character development, and the arcs got better in season 2, and by season 3 there was some absolution. And Lost in Space, I would use the thing, they really were never really truly lost, kind of. Ron Gross is an artist and a friend of mine, and he does a lot of stuff on the pages we belong to on Facebook. And he said that, calling it Lost in Space, he said, if you're going to make it make it like the original. You know, if they ever try to revisit it, he hopes
They were
someone that
distracted in space.
Yes, I think that would, but it was still good. I thought
It wasn't bad. I enjoyed it. The first
you see
season
Bill
was.
Mumy in it? Did
Yeah.
you recognize who Bill Mumy was in his scenes?
Trying to
He was the
remember.
doctor. He played Dr. Smith. Parker Posey assumed his character at the end of the first episode when he was laying in the hall. When they go back, they kind of go back. She's taking off his coat. That was Bill, and it's pretty cool. When I was at the Comic-Con in 2018 after the first season, I asked him on the panel. I go, "Will we see an appearance of Dr. Smith again, Bill? Will you be back?" And he goes, "Due to confidentiality things, no spoilers. I can't tell you." But Angela Cartwright played Parker. Yes, he was in season 2 and 3 briefly, you know. But Parker Posey's mother was played by Angela Cartwright. You know that, right? That was Angela Cartwright that played her mother. Yeah, and Mark Goddard was asked to be in it, but he was getting up there, and he lived right near me in Massachusetts, and he passed away in 2023. He just passed away, and it was on October 10th. And we used to see, me and my wife would. I know I'm going on too much, guys. Shut me off if I'm talking. But I was pretty close to him we were really close in real life, me and my wife, and there was a whole group of us. And we used to get to as many shows and see him locally as we could, and we became good friends. And I got to go to his 82nd birthday party. Cool. And I'd love to share. Check my channel out. I'll be posting pictures of all that good stuff.
Yeah,
right on.
And,
wow.
All right.
Yeah, I
was 82.
I was what? When did Lost in Space start? 1965.
1965 October. Let me read. Is it September 20? October 25th, 1965 was the original, and it was launch date 1997 back then. It was considered the year 1997.
You know what's really cool? I got to mention this. We got the Sci-Fi Channel, but it was called Space in Canada here, right? It was called the Space Channel. Guess when they debuted?
Yes, that's right.
They debuted in 1997 on the same day the Jupiter 2 launched.
Yep.
And they actually
it was July 16th.
But they made a point of pointing that out to the viewers, right? That they were launching the channel on the same day that the Jupiter 2 launched in 1965. And it was so cool to watch that. It was like, and they did a 24-hour marathon of the best Lost in Space episodes, I believe, that day. So it was really awesome. Yeah.
Sci-Fi Channel, when it first came out, was the bomb. We
had the Space Channel. Yeah. They were the Space Channel in Canada, but yeah, same idea basically.
Back when the Sci-Fi Channel actually showed sci-fi.
Back when
when MTV used to show music videos.
Yeah, we used to have much music here in Canada, and they showed music videos, and now they show jack shit. Basically, it's all garbage.
Hey, look at this rich person's house.
TV now.
When Mark Goddard passed away, I didn't lose interest. It's kind of difficult. But Marta Kristen, she played Judy. She just appeared in Massachusetts. It figures if we were there, we would have been there to hang out with them all. And we live in Florida now, and unfortunately, we couldn't come up for just a few days, so we missed that show.
There's There's Marta, and there's Billy.
Marta, Angela, and Bill are alive.
Right. And
Andrew Lockhart. She's still alive.
Isn't the mother? She's still alive too, isn't she? Not,
yep, she's on retirement. Yeah,
she's like Bill, 90 something by now. She's got to be.
I'll look it up real quick. Let me mute my mic and.
Oh, look at that! Hold on, everybody, stop! Look at that! Oh.
Thank you for making me hungry, Spidey. Thank you.
You Canadian bastard!
Picked up last night.
You Canadian bastard!
That's that's the salad, right?
So these are five tacos.
That's enough salad for 5 people. Come on, Spidey.
She is 99.
Wow.
She just turned 90.
Bill
Mumy comes on. Bill Mumy comes on.
That is
so
a
often.
taco.
Ooh, that looks good.
That's what a real taco looks like. Yep.
Yeah.
Made with a tortilla and stuffed with In this case, it's the pork al pastor, so it's on a
Lord.
spit,
Yep.
Pico de Gallo.
like shawarma style, and then cilantro, and it was shawarma
wow.
style last night. It was fantastic.
Wow.
Oh,
That
Five
looks,
of them there.
I'm
Wow.
getting hungry now, man. Now you're making me hungry.
you make me want to put that 100 pounds back on I lost a couple of years ago.
Wow, that's good. Yeah, we got to be all about the same age, guys. I figured, right?
I've been 26 for 20 years.
I've been.
I'm the youngest guy
39
here.
for
I've been
21
26
years.
26 for 40 years here. So
After you hit 50, after you hit 55,
Jet-
it's all downhill.
I saw Jet's picture. He looks like he's maybe 32 tops.
Well, I just turned 60 in January. The military kept me young for as long as they could.
You mean for the first 2 years, then you aged after that? Because I was in the military and you aged really quick in it.
Army.
Yeah, 31. I mean, I don't.
Yeah,
I'm not,
yes,
I'm not-
Army.
I know 10 years. I'm not sure how long ago it was, but back when I still lived in Tennessee, like somebody said, you don't look a day over 17. And this was like, this was back when I was like 20. I was like 23, I think. But
I was a
I
cannon
think
cocker.
But I think it really shows that I am aging. I think I'm showing early signs of my hairline's receding too.
Bro, you look better than all of us put together. I salute you, sir.
You're young.
I was going to say.
yeah, definitely. I get the feeling you're the youngster in the crowd here.
Yeah. I was born 1930. I was born 1934. My dad was exactly.
Were you
30.
frozen with Captain America?
Oh my God!
My dad was exactly 30 years old when he had me. And my dad turns he's gonna turn 61 in another week, and my mom just turned 61 yesterday.
Oh man!
So
You gotta share the secrets of that time travel machine you got there.
I'm probably full of microplastics like every other millennial.
Oh man, I wish I was still that young.
I know people are like, they tell me, they're like, you're full of microplastics now in your testicular region. You're going to have a problem having kids now. I'm like, 1, I'm almost 46. 2, I'm fixed. 3, I already have a kid. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, but I know I'm not. Yeah, but I already know I'm probably never gonna have kids because seriously, who the heck wants to date this?
Look at this. Trust me, I get it. I feel you, but my man, 17 years of marriage, and my wife walked out on me because I found out recently she was having an affair. Now I look back and I'm like, oh, I'm really glad she did leave now.
Yeah, I've been married for 11 years. My wife, we got together late in life. We knew each other. We've known each other 45 years. Believe it or not, I was persistent.
No, for me, in another 9 years, I might as well be sharing the spotlight with Steve Carell. So yeah.
I'll be right back. I gotta show you all up on a hat. Give me a second.
So yeah.
Greek letters. No, not exactly. Ooh, there's pineapple in this. He put pineapple in it. Because I put a pineapple on top of the shawarma and they give a slice. So this is a taco.
I literally live on fruit now.
But it's so a taco, fruit. But it's made with the tortilla. The tortilla's on the bottom and it is soft.
Nice.
But tacos are usually hard. But this is a soft taco made with the tortilla. I hope that makes it more.
Well, you can't have hard or soft tacos. Like even in the supermarket, they got the hard shells and the soft shells, right? So,
hello, William.
You know. Hey, William.
Yeah, I got this real quick. I got it up on my phone because I can't post it right now. But this is a picture of Mark Goddard at his 82nd birthday.
Ah, awesome.
That's
Cool.
Major Don West.
Wow.
That's it.
Wow.
That's at my friend's house. I got him the hat. He loves the Patriots, of course. We're
That's
massholes.
great.
We were from Massachusetts.
But it's crazy. It's so crazy how a bombshell like Giselle Bundchen left him. Ironically enough, it's just so weird.
This is from the Lost in Space premiere we were invited to for the 2018 series. He hosted it at the at my friend's place, and he has his own chariot and robot. This is me and he did a signing before we all went into the boardroom. We had a cake and a dinner. His wife was there. It was all the Mark Goddard Appreciation Society.
That sounds
that's
so
cool.
Awesome. Wow, that's cool, man.
That is awesome.
You guys
that's
Danger,
Mrs.
Robinson,
Jedi
danger.
Master. That's Mrs. Jedi Master right there. That's where we used to see him a lot. He would appear here like every other month at the Hanover Mall. And when we lived right next to him, we lived in Marshfield and he lived in Duxbury. We lived like minutes from him. And these are some of my stock photos of him.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I could go on.
No, you're good, brother.
No, that's awesome. Thank you for sharing that. That's really cool, man. Like,
oh, you wait. I'm gonna be doing it. Like I said, when I start my channel, we're gonna be doing an episode a week. I love that hat.
Oh, it's real. I'm actually a firefighter.
Thank you very much for your service.
Thank you too.
I had to flex there a little bit.
Anybody that's willing to run.
I wanted to be a firefighter when I was a kid.
Hey, Suzanne.
Yeah.
Hello, Suzanne.
Anybody willing to run into a burning building, I got respect for. Or put on the uniform. Any uniform.
Done it once or twice.
Yeah,
sober.
You got to be a special kind of person to run into a burning building to save people like that. For sure.
You guys are sober when you do that, right? Or do you take a shot in the truck before you run in?
Oh, I wish. You guys want to hear something funny I seen in a call? Trust me. This is probably 9-10 years ago. We had a 7-alarm fire. Basically, it was this bordering general alarm, like send everybody you possibly can. Big apartment fire. Started at one, started spreading other apartment buildings. Well, we had all the people coming out, they were locking their apartments. We had to search each one of them. So we had to breach the doors, which was a lot of fun because you get to break stuff. We went in this one apartment, and let me put this nicely. They had a adult swing, if you know what I mean, hanging from the bedroom door, or from the bedroom, in the bedroom. And there were very large, black, girthy, long objects all over with suction cups, strap-ons, and a whole lot of lube. We just were like, me and the other guy looked at each other like, they have a lot of fun. And we just walked out laughing.
Oh, my gosh.
I wish I could have taken a picture, but we weren't allowed to. Oh, it was just hilarious. There were so many toys and a lot of batteries. They were well prepared.
That's all a lot of women are gonna need nowadays. That's all they're gonna need.
Modern women.
Yep, exactly.
What other 6 different uses of it? Okay, 5 because you can drink alcohol from it. Do you mind reading this dark helmet and answering?
Yeah, from William Shakespeare. I bet at Kark helmet. Who's Kark helmet? I don't see a Kark helmet here. Do we have an impersonator here? I know. Also doubles a major prop for cosplay with at least 6 different uses.
6? Oh, pooping and drinking. That's 2. You do one before the other. Make sure you get the order correct.
You can also eat out of that helmet if you needed to. So there's 3. You could put water in there to wash your hands. So there's 4. You could put water in there to wash your face. So there's technically 5. You could put water in there. You could put water in there to wash your butt crack. Because as firemen, we get butt crack odor after calls are in that gear. It happens. There's always an abundance of butt odor.
Can you put it over a grenade?
You probably could.
I bet Doc Helmet, when you were in the military, you remember the old steel pots before the Kevlars, right?
Jeez, I was not that. I was in 97. I'm not that old.
Oh my God!
We had the Kevlar, but I
enlisted 82. I enlisted
I enlisted in 96. Went to basic in 97. We had the Kevlars, but we still had the BDUs. When you had to press them, put the nice little seam right down the middle, and your boots had to be polished. And God forbid if
fluff and buff.
Yep, and God forbid there was a speck of dust during inspection during basic training because everybody's bunks would get flipped. Everybody.
Did you live in the cement? Did you live in the good dorms? Like they had dorms in the 90s, like the cement buildings. Like
we had the cement building. No, when I went to basic, we had the cement buildings, but I went to Fort Knox. We were 3 or 4 blocks from where they filmed Stripes. They actually took us there to show us.
We stayed in the old World War II barracks at Fort Sill, Oklahoma, and Fawkes Battery.
Like on the movie Stripes.
Yeah, with the fucking thing coming out the side, and you had the pipe for the heater, and you had the upstairs and the downstairs all wood, and you no matter how much you dusted, they'd still be dusty.
Even the concrete buildings, we couldn't keep them dust free. There was no way.
No way. Drill Sergeant used to say, "My barracks look like shit." He used to come in and say, "My barracks look like shit" every day, no matter how good they looked. And God forbid you got caught walking on the center aisle.
Oh, never get caught walking down the middle. Ever.
Oh,
even in the 90s, you did not walk down the middle. You walked down the sides. And if your foot if it was even a hair across that, you were down and pushing.
I cooked in a steel pot. I used to wash in that thing. I used to wash my BDUs, and we hang them up on the camouflage net to dry them.
Did they bring you guys water in the big canvas sacks?
We used to. We used to have the water buffalo and fill our canteens, and then we had an Australian shower. We'd put on the tube, the howitzer, and we'd lower it. You lay your top down, you get your ass naked, and wash your ass.
And wash real quick.
Yep, and so the next guy can go.
Yep. You washed your vitals.
Did you point a howitzer at your fellow soldiers?
Never.
Ass? Did I hear? Can you?
Look,
I don't
lower the tube? No, man. Now this is totally going off the reservation, that discussion
you
right there.
Fill the howitzer with water.
No, there's an Australian shower. It's a thing. You pour the water
would hang from the barrel.
It's like a shower. You strap it on with a canvas strap. It's an Australian shower.
Barrel and then rinse the guy by lowering it. Okay, good. That was a different time.
You're busting my balls.
Okay.
You're busting my balls here.
Hey, Henry, what the fuck is your coming to? Well, this guy's trying to bust my balls.
PvP, do you mind reading this, please?
Okay, let me see here. Greek letters said, "God damn it, Canadian Spider-Man." Now I got confused again.
Yeah.
You serious?
Okay, let's. This is a taco made with a tortilla on the bottom, filled with stuff.
Oh yeah, BDUs, nice. I see what they're wearing now. I could never wear them because not enough room in the pockets.
No, I like BDUs. I like the ACUs were awful because I re-enlisted in 2006, but I ended up getting custody of my daughter, so I got discharged because I was non-deployable. And they told me, like, hey, take care of your kid. That's more important. The ACUs are awful. The multicam is actually really good at blending. But the BDUs, when you had that nice seam down the middle of the legs, you had them boots buffed out.
Yeah, they got all digital camo now, right?
No, the multicam is not digital. The ACU was. The multicam is not anymore. They went away from it because it's not natural.
I like the BDUs because they're just easy, fluff and buff. Basically, when you go into the field, I'd have 3 set. You get issued 4, and I'd end up buying a few extras for guard mount and to have for garrison red time. So, and then we keep coveralls at the motor pool if we're working on the howitzer and the track. So,
yeah, because you got issued what? 2 summer and 2 winter originally.
Well, I get
summer.
We get the one. Well, we get the jungle fatigues when we go to the NTC. They'd issue us 3 pairs of those, and then you'd have to, of course, return them when you get back. You sign for them, or you get a statement of charges.
God forbid you lose anything.
Yeah, why not?
I broke a wall locker and I bought it. I broke my wall locker and they made me fucking pay for the damn.
Yep.
Well, I know one thing. There's one military I actually envy, and that's the Swiss military. If you serve there, that you get to keep your rifle after your term of service is over. You get to keep your rifle.
Right.
I wish I kept my M203 grenade launcher. I don't think they would have let me carry that.
Yeah, but that's the whole thing, though.
Somebody kicks open your front door. Home invasion. Okay. Boom.
Thud.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
Done. Right
that's the
back
whole
out the
thing.
front door.
My grandfather served in the Air Force. He was stationed at Elmendorf in Alaska, but he didn't have his wings. He just was a guy. He had more or less a desk job and just served and gave typed up work orders for the maintenance crews for all the aircraft and whatnot and manuals.
Do you want to read this next one, guys?
I'll read it. Suzanne reads, "Firemen are freaking amazing from saving kitten in a tree. 3 summer camps for underprivileged kiddos to life-saving daily and teaching them life-saving courses to the average person." Oh yes, but no, I learned CPR in my high school health class.
Yes, I agree. They should teach that. Absolutely, they should teach that everybody.
I'm the last generation that was taught cursive writing. Nobody does that anymore. Heck, most kids probably most kids nowadays can't even handwrite stuff anymore.
My daughter's 20. Me and my ex-wife taught her how to write cursive, so she knew how to do it.
Okay, yeah, there you
Where
go.
my brother's kids go to school. They demand
my grandmother always wrote in cursive. I know I learned cursive, but I can't write. I can't write it very good outside of just putting my signature on something. That's about it.
I can't read it now.
William Spielberg in the chat says the sixth use of the fire helmet is a complete all-in-one costume. At the right bachelorette party. All you need is the hat. That is the sixth legitimate use.
Yeah, I tried that once. I went up to a bachelor party, put the helmet on. I was like, I got kicked out.
Instead of throwing money at you, they threw you out.
And they were all morbidly obese.
Yep.
You're lucky they didn't eat you. It's like dinner.
Sausage dinner, ladies. Come on.
Right. And on speaking of which, it is
fire in the hole, gentlemen.
Yeah, it is just about 4:20. Yeah. That is fantastic.
This is
Now,
medicinal, of course.
Well, yeah, and it's legal in Canada. It is certainly not legal here, and I don't want to end up in a Mexican jail. So naturally, I have not touched a single thing since I was down here.
Or do it in Russia like that basketball player did. But we traded her. But we traded her for a
mass murderer.
Wow.
That she knew better. She shouldn't have. I mean, they used to tell us when that Doc Helmet being from the military, damn right, when we go abroad, you get caught smoking or doing drugs in a country, especially back in the 80s where it was like forbidden everywhere. You go into a Greek or any kind of jail in Europe and they will leave your commander will get you out, but they will leave your ass in there. And then after that, they will destroy your life in that country. You do not break. I lived in Greece and I stepped very carefully. I was careful at night. We hung out in small groups. I got to know the language and the people. But they don't fuck around in Europe, man. In the United States, common sense is finally coming to pass. It should have been decriminalized years ago. It's ridiculous.
Well, it became legal here in Missouri in 2023.
Yeah, it's been
for recreational use.
It's been legal in Canada for years now. Like I can't even remember how many.
I treat it like alcohol. Don't drive while you're on it. Don't mess with that. Like me when I did it, because I had to quit now because I'm looking for a new job. So it is what it is temporarily.
Weed has been legal since Trudeau got in because that's how he got elected the first time. So it's been
like has it been 9 years since, buddy?
At least 15, I was gonna say. Do you
mind
reading this?
Longer than that.
Since you're in British Columbia?
There's like all kinds of marijuana shops on. There must be 5 or 6 in my city here. There's like, you know, all kinds of stores where you can just walk in and buy your bud or whatever, you know. Yeah.
Just like a coffee shop.
Yeah.
You just have
Exactly.
I
to
live
home
right-
to smoke it.
Yeah.
Well, you wouldn't go
We
into a
live right near
coffee
the
bean
V-
and start roasting your own and start making coffee with your own machine. So it's the same as with weed. You can't smoke it there. You got to take it home. Same as with your
Yeah,
coffee.
but I've
Pete,
never.
do you mind-
I just want to say quickly, I've never been into one of those stores because since I'm on high blood pressure medications, my doctor said do not smoke weed because it's bad. It's dangerous
Right.
for your heart, right?
It
I
can
just-
raise your blood
I
pressure.
just
Yes.
don't. Yeah, I do not do any weed. I stick to the alcohol, which I'm quite happy with. So
That's like
anyway,
me. I'm
Yeah.
a smoker, and every time I go to the dentist, every time I go to the dentist, they do my blood pressure and stuff like that before they do any procedure. They
Mhm.
go, and they're like, for a smoker, you have excellent blood pressure. I'm like, I know. It runs in our family, thankfully.
Yeah. If you got good blood pressure, that does make a difference for sure, especially as you get older, right? So yeah. Anyway, Suzanne said in BC as a kid, the firemen came and taught the Brownies, Cubs, Girl Guides, and Scouts first aid, CPR, and life saving skills. Well, that's cool. That's cool.
Okay.
My
yeah.
district's done that with local school kids. We've had them come in, and we've taught them those same things.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, At best, we learned about stuff like fire safety and firearm safety and whatnot. Or it taught us about be careful about not playing with a gun or stuff like that. And I think it was like some rooster superhero character telling us about that kind of stuff. It was a long
I'm glad people in Florida carry, so you don't mess around. You road rage. You better be you start getting it into it with someone down here. You could, I personally protect myself no matter where I go.
No, I'm the same way. Same way.
The last time I saw somebody with a concealed carry permit with a concealed carry. I mean, I saw it. I mean, I wanted to have the urge to ask this guy. Is that it looked like a SIG, like a SIG pistol, but
as long as it's not 320, he's all right.
Again, this was when I was visiting Nashville, last year, and I was going to an Indian powwow down in Nashville while visiting my family, my mom, my sister, and my grandfather. They're probably. I mean, they're all still living. They're all living
You were
now.
culturally appropriating.
No, I'm actually I actually am a quarter Cherokee, at least on my grandfather's side.
Oh, more than Elizabeth Warren. Awesome.
Yeah,
Sorry, couldn't pass that one up.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh, last year.
I actually am genetically diverse, but I still primarily am more or less black.
You're who you, it doesn't matter.
I'm
my friend.
I'm just a person. That's all I am. I don't care.
That's the important thing, being a person.
The Cherokee.
Only important thing.
Are the Cherokee
people
what do you identify as human?
You're a good.
Are the
you
Cherokees
guys are all
still
cool.
around, or are they like the Mohicans?
Well, again,
Are there actual full-blood Cherokees still around?
I think there are.
I don't know. I mean, I know there are a lot of tribes that come from mostly places like Oklahoma to but I mean, again, we often are just there to buy some maybe we get to see some cool souvenirs. I know my nephews, yeah, they love last year I was the first time I brought my I think it was the first time we brought my second nephew there. The youngest, he's the youngest one. I think this year he's gonna turn. Darn, I think he's gonna turn 4 this year. And my oldest nephew, yeah, he's gonna turn 9. They were both born like a week apart from each other. One was born in 2016, the other was born in 2022. So yeah, it's crazy how much time has flied since then.
No fenders, no headlights.
Do you believe this is a running and PVP? This is a running vehicle
Okay.
in Mexico. No plate.
Wow.
No headlights.
No headlights.
Looks like some of the Florida cars
No fenders. Sounds like something you see in southern Missouri.
So
in Florida.
or Mississippi.
No inspection down here.
So you're
you
saying
can-
this is roadworthy in Mexico, right?
Yeah, it's roadworthy in Florida too.
Okay.
And southern Missouri.
I don't know if you get away with. I don't know if you get away with driving up here in BC with that, but hey, what the hell?
Not
you
a
know?
chance.
It's
Not
pretty
a
cool. That's
chance.
what the hell is that? A Volkswagen of some kind, or
It's a Beetle.
It is. Yep.
yeah? Wow, you don't see many of those on the road anymore.
It's
The
a
hell is
Volkswagen
that?
Bug from the 70s.
It's
Yeah.
gotta be, right?
It looks like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but the same thing is, I mean, at least the cars in like
another
places
one.
like in somewhere like Cuba. I mean, it's stuck in time, but at least the cars are more pristine.
Oh man,
in Cuba.
Oh, Cuba, they're in the 50s still with their cars.
If that
Yeah.
if that was in Cuba, I would guarantee it's not going to look that shoddy. Like
Yeah,
if that was in Cuba-
they at least
No,
know how to take care of the cars in Cuba.
if that was
Yeah.
They'll
that
clean
was-
their car.
If that was in Cuba, it would still have the fenders on it. It'd be polished and chrome. It'd be like beautiful paint job, and it wouldn't be looking shoddy like that if that was in Cuba. The cars in
Yeah.
Cuba are amazing. Like
Yeah,
it's
pristine.
amazing they keep those old 50s cars running, isn't it? Like, damn,
Yeah, they keep it pristine. That's what I've been
Oh,
saying. That's
it's beautiful.
amazing.
Yeah, that's probably the one good thing about Cuba.
Yeah, all them old cars. Oh, they're gorgeous.
Is the cars. I don't agree with much of what else is going on down there, but the cars are amazing.
Yeah, yes. Now you have to do Dance Tonto Revolution. Oh my gosh, they seriously took a few good shots at Fidel on Robot Chicken. That was so good.
Well, you know, we're still paying the price for our ex prime minister, his family hanging out with Fidel back in the 70s. So we're still paying the price for that one.
No,
There are
allegedly.
rumors.
And
that
yes,
that's-
Suzanne, it is great to have Jen Sparks. You don't come on often, but you're always welcome here, my friend.
I actually chatted with Suzanne last night for a while. It was nice.
That is,
Suzanne's a sweetheart.
and that's
I said hi to Suzanne once, and she raised her hand to me, and I was like, "Don't hit me."
Suzanne's a sweetheart.
Well,
Wow.
I
Okay.
always wanted a
you
Volkswagen
mind-
Bug to drive.
I enjoy this chat.
I
This is
got to
fun.
give Suzanne a bit of advice. When I was going to art school in the Okanagan here, one of my closest friend, he had a VW Bug, right? He had an old Bug, and the only time I ever went for a ride in it, I think we were driving back from college, and we had to go like about a 45, 50-minute drive right down the highway. It was the shittiest ride I ever had. I gotta say, it was vibrations and bumpy and lumpy, and it was a god awful car. I gotta say,
We love driving this.
Oh,
it was
man.
it was bad. It was a
Yeah, but-
very unpleasant experience. I mean, people that romanticize Volkswagen Bugs, I'm like,
Yeah, every
maybe
girl,
the newer one.
every teenage girl in like the early 2000s probably wanted a Volkswagen Bug to drive as their own. Every like at least every prissy white girl,
Every
and
basic white woman.
every teenage movie all wanted a Volkswagen Beetle. Heck, even Rose McGowan even drove one in Charmed.
Those things were bumpy. My buddy had a one.
true.
He had a Volkswagen thing that was built either in the 50s or 60s, and I'll tell you what, it was cool, neat.
And I'm talking about like the modern Volkswagens, not the.
Oh no, they're awful. They're awful. I rode in one once. No, my back still hurts to this day.
Yeah, I think my friend was probably driving one from early 70s or maybe even the 60s. This was an old beater, man. It was awful. There were like no shocks. Like,
Weren't they like 2 or 3 cylinder engines? I
oh,
think.
it was horrible. It was horrible. It had no power at all. It was It's basically a piece of crap, actually. I'll never forget that ride. And it's like I'm never going to buy a Beetle after that experience. It was just bad, very bad. People romanticize these
They're
things,
dependable and they can be fixed.
Yeah, but of
They're air
course,
cooled, so there's no
Yeah,
water.
People
Except if you have to fix the points on them, which was quite common.
People love to romanticize things, though, and I think they romanticize the bugs. And,
A little too much.
yeah,
they're not a great ride. At least,
and also we got Herb, but also we got one of the most famous sentient Volkswagens of all time, Herbie.
well, yeah, that made them more popular, of course. Those movies,
Yeah, but again, that's just like most people they wanted the more modern, not the older ones, but the modern ones. The last time we ever saw like the old fashioned Volkswagen Bug was in like the Bumblebee movie in like 2019, I think. I don't know.
18, 19, yeah.
I'm sure the later bugs were probably much better, suspension.
Yeah, they most were. And like I said, a lot of teenage girls. I mean, in the early 2000s, that was about between the ages of 10 and 11, around that, between 10 to 11, between like 8 to 11 years old around that time. Heck, that was like the peak of like the sixth generation, and then you move in, and then at the start of like the seventh generation.
Yeah.
But nowadays, like, no, I don't even know where the heck gaming's going now. I'd rather just go back and play some old games. But over that time, all those old Xbox games, like my dad got rid of them because again, he was that type of person. Newer stuff's coming. We got to get rid of it. Make way for the newer stuff. And also another thing about my dad is that he was I think my dad was something of a Microsoft fanboy. He actually bought into the whole HD DVD craze that they tried to do. He even got the player for the Xbox 360.
Oh, we lost a Canadian. Awesome. Now we can take it over. Sweet.
Actually, I'm still here.
Not you, the other one, the command sergeant major.
I hate to tell you guys.
I'll be right back. I gotta
we
put on
have
something warmer.
there's so many Canadians down in the U.S. Working down there. We've infiltrated your country decades ago. I just hate to tell you guys that.
Trust me, we can find you all. All I have to do is start pouring Canadian syrup out, and somebody will get mad, and I'll know.
Actually, I've seen a lot of really nasty stuff on YouTube this last week. Like a lot of Canadians.
Vancouver Canucks, of course.
Oh, hey, remember 2019 when the Blues beat them? Yep.
Vancouver Canucks have been.
This was my dad's shirt.
I think they were an expansion team. 1973, I think, was when the Canucks.
Oh wait, no,
came
that
into
was
the
not.
league.
That's not Canucks. It's Brewers, right?
No, that's Boston
Bruins. This is the Boston Bruins.
Bruins, yeah.
We
AKA that one of the members of that infamous photo that made with Wayne Gretzky.
We hate Boston.
Oh, that Yari Curry, that guy that comes out and doesn't play all game, scores that damn goal in overtime in game one, and then
You Boston wanker.
The Red Sox suffered for so many years until we the greatest comeback, and the Yankees are the greatest franchise in baseball history, no doubt. But the
Cardinals
Red
are second.
Sox,
I still think
The Cardinals are second best.
the Red Sox.
I'm finally glad the Cubbies finally won.
That was nice. Theo Epstein.
They still haven't shut up about it after 108 years. They still talk about it.
They finally won, but now and they're still bragging. They're finally bragging they won. Yeah, you just won one. I mean,
We got four back.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't know about, but you guys should be talking to like Pacific 404, Pacific 401. He's a massive baseball nut. You should be talking to him.
No, but the Yankees, that was something that they're going to have to wear around their necks as much as they have most World Series. They got the Red Sox have the greatest comeback in baseball series. The Cards. Oh, bite me! I remember that. That's painful. That's mean. Oh,
2019, baby.
All right,
2019. Oh, it started. It's happened.
Shots fired.
I couldn't. As soon as I saw that, I was like, "It's on. Let's go." Oh, we don't have a basketball team, so I can't say
Shall I
nothing.
get my six? Should I get my 6 Patriots Super Bowl hats?
And by the way,
My 4 Red Sox World Series and my Bruins Stanley Cup hat.
You mean against the St. Louis Cardinals 11?
3-0. We swept the Cardinals that year. Both, and we beat you in 5.
Every team's got to be lucky sometimes, but we got 11 World Series championships. Look,
After we beat I know you guys got 11 and we only got 8.
but let's be honest. Even I'll admit the Yankees are probably one of the greatest teams. They are. When it comes to baseball.
26 championships.
And I'll admit it, I'm honest about that.
Yeah.
Just like
But
the
now when
Montreal Canadians got the most wins.
When's the last time a Canadian team has won the Stanley Cup? Was it 90s?
Oh,
I think 92 was the last time the Canucks, Montreal Canadiens won the Stanley Cup, if I'm correct.
The Canucks,
92. Don't quote me.
The Canucks have never won a Stanley Cup. They've come close a couple of times.
I have a question.
But yeah,
being a Bruins fan, why y'all keep burning your city down when you don't win the cup? You did it. Was it 92? You guys were in it, or was it what year? And then you guys lost, and then you guys. I was watching because in 2011, my friend was in Vancouver, and when they won it, I came on to the internet and went to this thing called Pal Talk. He had his camera open, and they showed me out the window. The damn city was things were on fire.
Yeah, exactly. I think freaking John Graham, the guy who does RB and the Chief. Yeah, I think in his hyper news thing with his two action figure characters. Yeah, I think they mentioned the idea. Yeah, you guys shouldn't have done that. It looked like a freaking bomb went off in the city.
Yeah.
But that's the whole thing, though. There's always those crazy sports teams that go crazy, especially when somebody wins like the Super Bowl.
Well,
But
the last riot we had was in 2011.
Yeah. I watched that one on TV live.
Yeah, I remember that night. Oh man, that's the thing though. The thing is, if you guys win the fucking championship, you burn your city down there, right? It's when we lose when we get pissed off. That's when we burn the city down.
That makes sense. Why you're angry or livid and whatnot. But
so
why
angry.
you guys won? It's like that's being a sore winner. I know being a sore loser sucks, but being a sore winner is even worse, in my opinion.
Oh, that's it. You guys win the championship, and you still fucking riot. It's fucking nuts, right? Like,
yes,
Red Sox
I
broke the
understand.
curse, I
Yes,
cried.
yes, Americans are. Yes, I will say it. Americans are idiots.
Depends what city.
The
But
one
that-
Yeah, it depends on what
okay.
city.
I'm
Chicago. Screw Chicago. If it were up to me, I'd nuke the city. If it were up to me,
Philadelphia fans.
Philly.
are the most
I was about to say
vicious.
Philly too. I was about to say
They're
that.
brutal. Oh, they
Wasn't it-
friggin' booed threw ice balls at Santa Claus.
Wasn't it Philadelphia that was back in St. Louis because they were because they didn't like Boston in 2019 and they had that the Mummers, Philadelphia Mummers, and they're all like, go Blues, and the Boston fans
those
were like,
assholes.
and my heart goes out to the people of St. Louis because you guys lost the Rams to Los Angeles. It's like now LA has 2 football teams. Like, are you guys kidding me? The Lakers and the Dodgers weren't enough. You got to have exactly four different sports teams, and at least two of them are both basketball
Money,
football
honey.
teams.
and they have to
All
share.
about the
They have to
money.
share a stadium. It's stupid.
Oh boy, that's even more.
Well, it's like the Rams
I
are
can
like,
imagine what kind of hell what the hell how much hell it's gonna be when the Olympics come in 2028. I can only imagine how much hell this.
it's like the NFL and Kroenke. They're like, oh, St. Louis isn't a football team, but it was the XFL, now it's the UFL. We've been carrying the league. St. Louis fans have been carrying them with crowd attendance, TV viewership, all that. We've been carrying the league, and they're like, oh, you're not a football fan town. Yeah, we are. You just screwed us.
were.
Did good free agent market.
And they took the money away, and they sent it all the way to the honestly the worst state that I think honestly our friends across the Pacific might as well just annex. Might as well annex if they're gonna get that powerful. Hell, they even said they wanted to secede from the U.S. I say let them go ahead.
No, they can have Southern California, not Northern, because Northern California wants to be its own state. They have for decades.
Oh yeah, they want, but
The state of Jefferson.
Where'd
Yeah.
Canadian Spider-Man go?
He's eating tacos. He's eating tacos.
Oh, yeah. My wife's gonna be hollering soon. We're having leftover Chinese food.
I
When
imagine
she'll
he
text me
probably-
on my phone because she knows I'm on
he
a live
probably lost
stream.
his
So.
connection actually down there in Mexico because I know he was having issues earlier. But
Yeah, it can be in and out down there.
yeah.
Was that the tariffs already kicking in?
Oh, don't
Oh,
talk
boy.
about fucking tariffs. Don't fucking talk to Canadians
Hey,
about
but-
tariffs.
Hey,
Oh,
you
fuck
Canadians,
your balls.
you Canadians
Hey,
have been
don't worry
screwing
about-
us for decades.
Oh well,
Don't-
you guys are such a good screw though. Come on.
I know.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
If you're gonna set me up like that, I'm
Holy
gonna walk
dog
right
shit.
into it, man.
At least buy us a drink first.
Oh well, you know.
And no Tim Hortons.
Give that courtesy. Give him
No
a
Tim
reach
Hortons.
around, will ya?
Tim Hortons sucks. Tim Hortons gone down the drain because Tim Hortons got sold out to a company in South America, and they've sucked shit ever since then. So fuck Tim Hortons.
They suck, eh?
They're horrible. They're horrible now. I will not buy coffee there anymore.
I've met Canadians though, and I say Tim Hortons sucks, and they just lose their ever-loving mind.
I love Canadian
I
people.
don't even know who that is.
They're the same people that are probably going to vote for Carney and the Liberals because they're idiots.
They all live in Quebec.
You know. Anyway, I'm gonna actually fucking head out, guys, because I got other things happening, and I'll let you guys. I'll let you guys enjoy yourselves.
I love that
okay?
Yoda smoking some Dagobah Green.
Have a good one, there, guys.
Have a good one, sir.
I
Smoking, I do.
PvP.
Yeah. Oh, wait,
Oh,
with
good.
weapons, I mean, you know how.
Even better
Yes.
question.
Ride a bull up. I must. Yes.
Hey, my Joe Pesci is good too. What the fuck is the world coming to where the Jewish girl won't go with an Italian guy in public? You sound like Step and Fetch, Spider. Where's my fucking drink? You got me on a no-pay mind list?
Must smoke. Snorting coke off Sugar's belly. I must. What?
Anyways,
Yes, smoke this bowl, I will.
anyway, I do a couple of impersonations.
Oh my god.
I do a couple of them. Welcome back, Canadian Spider-Man.
He's probably sitting there, reconnect. Come on, reconnect. God damn Mexican connection.
This hamster friggin' fainted. He's got to get another one in the wheel to get the internet going.
Hello.
Yeah.
He had to give up one of his paddlefish for internet
Yes,
connection.
Palpatine.
He's getting gringo pricing.
Yes.
So.
There you are.
You got,
I have to get
Yoda,
the
you got any
hamster
more?
out of my ass.
I need a doobie. I need a doobie puncher.
Share it, I will not. Evil you have become.
No, give me that Mary Jane.
No.
All right.
The
Yeah.
Emperor cannot handle this Kronika.
Okay, I'll stop.
Okay, yeah, me too. It was too good.
Mexican internet. Sorry.
That's what we figured.
Mexican internet.
That gringo pricing is horrible.
Yeah. But hey, thank you for now am I gonna have to apologize for anything you guys have done or said while I was gone?
Maybe.
No, Joe Messi
Probably.
came out for a bit. He was a little angry, but he said, "Okay, he's gonna be around in a couple weeks, man. He's gonna be
I'll
around."
apologize.
Yeah, but thanks for having me on. I'm gonna dip out too. I'm gonna get back to me writing.
It's supper
Good luck
time.
on your writing, sir.
Post
thank
your
you.
link.
Gonna-
I'll follow you, and you can
Yes.
post your
Oh
link.
yeah,
in the room.
you can. Again, like there, you can find me on Twitter, and again, I have a link tree to a lot of stuff I'm doing. And to my stuff I have, like especially YouTube. And I mean, if you want to see all the peaks of what I'm working on when I'm writing, I have a few writing streams on my channel.
Awesome.
Post your link so I can find you.
All right, hang on. Let me bring it up.
And I know I'm following you, Doc Helmet. I think I know I follow you too. I think
I'm thinking about starting my channel back up. It'll be just like a guy hangout. Not like Manorama style. Nothing like that. Just guys getting together. We'll just talk about different
like
random
doing what
stuff.
we're doing right here. This is fun.
Yeah.
I like
Sort of
this
like this,
potluck.
yeah.
You should call it potluck. I mean, potluck talk is good. You know, you bring up any topic.
Call it the Pole Swingers Society.
Hey, check it out. Make sure, Doc Helmet, you can find me I'm very. If you following Doomcock or any of them, or you following Stack of Iron, you could find me because I'm following him. Follow my channels, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe too to my channel. You know, I'll go get my link too, real quick.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Thank you, Suzanne. Excellent. And Jedi. Oh, that is Jedi Master. There's your link right there, Jedi Master.
That'd be me. Yep.
Fantastic.
And I got some cool stuff going on up there. Thank you very much, Suzanne. Appreciate it.
Got you subbed.
Thank you,
Yes.
sir.
Yeah.
Like I said, for me, I've been taking a break from the whole YouTube thing.
Yep.
Well, I think one, due to lack of interest, I'm just trying to focus on my writing itself.
Nothing wrong with that. You do what you got to do for yourself, my man.
All right. Well, thank you for having me on. Bye.
Nice meeting you, Jet.
Nice
Scott.
meeting you, man.
All right.
God
see ya.
bless.
Jedi.
God bless.
And
Except,
here
except
it
the
is
Boston
right
fan
here.
down there. Scumbag.
Here it is right here.
Lucy, you're so ridiculous.
Okay, here it is. I'll copy it and I'll put it in the chat right here. So thank you so much. So yeah, it's about supper time here.
Same for me. I gotta
Yeah, I'm about to hop off too. It's good talking with you guys, hanging out.
Oh, Doc, I'll see you on Doom.
You as
I know
well.
you're going to do Doomcocks. Canadian Spider-Man, we see each other. You coming to Jolly's 10,000 subscriber
Yes.
party? You coming, Doc? It's going to be a blast.
When is it? When?
It's going to be this Saturday night. It's going to be, and you know Piper escaped from El Perro. Did you see last night's show?
No, I did not.
Oh, watch the replay and go to Rumble for the last part. It was because
That's
you know how she had been captured by El Perro and put in a cage.
Yes.
So she had escaped, and she was tuck and rolling everybody. At the beginning, she said, "I have PTSD from El Perro," and she was tuck and rolling. Punkwaddle was like hiding, and he wouldn't even come up. It was so funny. Watch the replay, man. It's only about an hour and a half. And then go over to the friggin' Rumble end. It is fucking hilarious, bro. You will die laughing. Nice cat.
Well, we're gonna leave. Dark Helmet is
all
gonna
right.
stay with us.
Thanks for having me. And when I start opening up my panels, we can come in and talk some Lost in Space. I'll let you know.
Perfect.
Mi casa, su casa.
And same goes. Same goes.
It was good hanging out with you guys.
Nice meeting you, Doc Helmet.
Nice meeting you too.
All right, Canadian Spider-Man. I'll catch you on the rebound.
And that's it. Have a good night.
God bless.